pager. See, America not kill off their citizen. Hey. Long time in a touching, long time in a check-in for my page if you do a live, you know what I mean? Crazy world we are living in. America kill off their citizens and call them terrorism. America kill off the whole of their citizens and call them terrorists. But pardon me, right? But when you catch a terrorist, normally, right? To my knowledge, when American them catch terrorists, and normally we have to keep them alive to get more information to find out what if them are abroad a threat to the American people or what part, and you know, if you dismantle the terror cell, right? So why nowadays in America kill them citizen, them are call them long time we do a live on the platform, man. What if you talk about big up Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, you know, who throw down the goblet to Donald Trump, you know, because the world need a leader. Canada enough to be proud of a leader. You understand me? Proud of the leader, Canada, right? And a leader really representing the well. That was a great speech he made in Davos. The world needed that kind of speech. The world need leaders who can lead you through testing times, right? And as a non-Canadian citizen, but as a citizen of the world, it was good to see Canada Prime Minister Mark. And that's the difference when you have the intelligence and the intellect to represent, you know, because Donald Trump, the Americans, them voting Donald Trump and things say, the world, Donald Trump can't lead the world, but all the things are going there, man. But it was good to see Canadian Prime Minister really step up and speak where something where the world need to hear. He used a lot of good reference, you know, he used a lot of great reference. So it was the world needed that. I feel like the world needed that Mark Carney speech. That Mark Carney delivered. The world needed that speech. And I feel like the world just want to say thank you, Canada, to giving us a leader that, you know, who can be a voice of reasoning and a voice of help us to make sense. You know, I feel like the speech that Mark Carney made on the world stage, it was a speech for the world. It was a speech for the less fortunate. You know, that speech that Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney make. I like that quote, living within the lie, you know. It's time for you to take your sign down. Time for you to take the sign down. And I feel like it's been years since regular people feel like them have a voice at the table. You know, it has been years since Barack Obama left office. I don't feel like most everyday person feel like they have a voice out there that's sharing their sentiment. So it was good to hear Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney step up to the podium in Davos and speak with such clarity, with such conviction, with such the world needed that. Like, if you have not listened to the Canadian Prime Minister speech, I implore you to go and listen to it, right? Because we have become so numb to buffoonery. We have become so accustomed to foolishness. Because whether you like it or not, America do occupy a big space in the world. America does occupy a big space in the world. Like, we can't deny America that. And American voters are voting somebody who is ill-equipped, illiterate, unqualified, and unequivocally. I mean, because them say when you want to come to America now, you have to go supply your social media. But through me not a plan for come to America, maybe me can speak like America voters inflict a level of damage upon the world where like it's going to take generations to repair the damage. Like since Obama left office, because even when Joe Biden was in power, like Joe Biden wasn't still a full deck. So even when Joe Biden has speak, no harm to Joe Biden, maybe never had a speak about it and division, but him still wasn't speaking with that level. So Canadian people, on the behalf of the world, thank you. Like on the behalf of the world, thank you, Canadian people, because it was good for you a leader like that is qualified to speak to people. Like Canadian Prime Minister message in Davos. If you have not heard it as it, I implore you to go and listen to it. Stop living the lie. Take your sign down from the window. And I feel like even if you use that, even if it's not on a world stage, but even if you're using it on a everyday for your common life, you can realize because it was basically talking about conformity. We talk about how Earl Nightingale spoke about the dangers of conformity, and a lot of us are conforming to the wrong groups. You know, me do a live on TikTok. Give thanks to the one person we like. You know, we just come for about 5 minutes. You know, because I feel like the Mark Carney speech nowadays, because we have over the past 10 years, it's just illiteracy and hate and the lowest form of humanity that's getting the center stage. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, it's just the hate, the vitriol, the people them who are the persons them who are blame people and things for what's happening in their life. They don't want to take responsibility for their life. They don't want to set them seal. They don't want to wake up and realize, you know what, it's not immigrants are the problem and me are the problem. I'm not qualified enough to live in a technological era because the world is changing, the world is shifting. The old way isn't working anymore. I need to evolve because some of them still want to live a nostalgic lifestyle. So it was very good to hear Mark Carney throw down the goblet on the world stage. But even if you listen to that as a capable individual, you can use it and say, what am I conforming to? That I need to stop conforming. I need to take down the sign from the window. Right? So it was every Canadian person, take it from me, the world thank you. Every Canadian person on the behalf of the world, because the American voters voting an illiterate person to say, here you go. Go and run the world. You supposed to run the free world. You're supposed to represent. And Donald Trump is illiterate. He's a con man. He's not qualified to represent the free world. And me see whether my try if he said that he take umbrage to the Canadian Prime Minister and him upset. Let him be upset. Canadian nowadays it requires steel in the spine. If you go through whatever, doesn't matter what nation, but as him said, you can go along and hopefully forget curry favor with this American. But nowadays, American cannot bully the world anymore. The world does not want America to bully them. Yes, American seems to depend on a power chip and feel like them can bully the world. So well done, Canadian Prime Minister, for stand up and speak on the behalf of decency, speak on the behalf of literacy. It is good. Literacy is good. Intelligence is good. And you don't have to be illiterate and play to the common denominator of Donald Trump illiteracy and Donald Trump ill-qualified, because Donald Trump is not qualified to lead the free world. And all who vote for Donald Trump is your president. He's not fit to lead the free world. Big up Mark Carney. I love you. I salute you. Canadian people, thanks for voting somebody that over the next, until America go back to the poll, if they are allowed to go back to the poll, Mark Carney, and don't have to stand behind on the leader, and don't have to stand up beside on the leader, and the world is behind, and the world is with Canada. Canada, we need you to represent the world, because when we hear the speech that Mark Carney was able to stand in Davos and give, that should be a speech that's coming from an American leader. It's not even about the policy, but it's about the substance. It's about telling the world that we can't conform no more. Things need to change. And if you want to look upon it from a world stage or even on a daily basis, but we have to stop conform, stop living a lie, check the way we live in and make sure the way we live in is the way that we want to live. A lot of things is going on in America. The Bible, to a live word, me say, as you sow, so shall you reap. The worst is yet to come for America, because them vote in a hate, so them have to live in a hate and death and destruction. We see where them a kill off them citizens and a trick the world and tell the world that them citizens are terrorists. America, but this is what America, right? They will kill off them citizens and I call them citizen terrorists. Americans, because to my knowledge, right? America don't really kill terrorists, you know. America interrogate terrorists, but America is in a state where they are killing off their citizens and call them terrorists. It's like when we listen to Barack Obama make a speech, it's a moment for America to wake up. Like, how much wake up call America need? America was saying they need to wake up and COVID save America. Give thanks to the person we are like, yeah, we don't normally come live, but we come live, we just feel like a time to come speak on the issues where they happen. Like you can listen to America and them have a pattern. I think me see Barack Obama put out a message said it's time for America to wake up. Like, how much wake up call one nation need? Like, Prior COVID, they were like, it's time for the nation to wake up. And they went back in and voted Donald Trump and inflict Donald Trump on the world. Listen to me. Donald Trump is America's problem. Canadian Prime Minister, we are giving you the right to take the charge to Donald Trump and represent the human race. I feel like you are the last bastion of hope. And I love the speech that you're doing in Davos. I love the way how that you speak on the behalf of the less fortunate. And everybody can appreciate a good speech and appreciate a good leader. Your leader, a Canadian leader, is intelligent, is qualified, and he will represent Canada well, and he will represent the free world well. Donald Trump and America, that's their problem. Them have bigger problem. Let them keep kill off them citizens and call them citizen terrorists. Like a mother of two is a terrorist. No links to no external group, but merely because she has stand up for rights and justice, she a terrorist. Them kill her intensive care unit nurse. He's a terrorist. How much foolish America run pan buffoonery? How much foolish this is? Anyway, if you ask me for the first time, a long time, I don't come live, I just pass through and just say that, like, we can't take up America time. And you can't make America make you become overwhelmed with for them we are thinking. Because if he is a sensible person, because we know for a fact say America don't kill terrorists. America interrogate terrorists and use them to assess and use them to find out what level of threat does America need to worry about. But they are killing innocent people. And it just goes to show that America, even the Congress, when they listen to them, you're thinking like, you are the ones who has given these police these broad powers. Where do you define terrorists? They say even every American should be worried. The bigger picture is everybody who is in America should be worried. Because the government can kill you and call you a terrorist. And it's finished there. It finished there. Like, if you go America, if you go to America, the government can kill you and call you a terrorist. It's like it's a very brainwashed nation. Even the nurse that lost his life, he was reading something to an American vet and talking about thanking him for fighting for his freedom and defending him. America is a nation who feel like their freedom is under threat. Like, it's a very brainwashed. Anyway, very brainwashed. We're not compound that today anyway. We just want to tell Canadian people, say you want to go on now. Thanks for giving us Mark Carney. Let America worry about their America have big problems. America have too much problems. America have bigger problems. But we, the people of this world, is just want to say, it's been a while. It was refreshing to hear your leader. It was refreshing to hear a leader speak up with so much passion and knowledge and wisdom, and it's coming from a good place. And Canada keep being the right. I feel like in the West, Canada is the last boss. Canada has become the shiny city on the hill. I feel like even in England, it's just be 8th division, you know what I mean? But I feel like Canada is the only place, and a long may it continue. All right, Canadian people, protect your country, protect what you have, and stand within the Prime Minister, all right? You have made a good choice. Your vote matter. Who you vote for matter. Because who you vote for, you give them the power. Who will vote for, you ask them to represent you. And Americans has asked Donald Trump to represent them. So let Donald Trump represent American people. And let Mark Carney represent the less fortunate, the disenfranchised people of this world. And the Davos speech that he has made as proof that he has to step into that space. The world needs him to step into that space. And let Donald Trump, who is is not qualified, he's not literate, he's not competent. Donald Trump come like a third grader trying to give a report. He's just not qualified. He's not qualified. Let Donald Trump do what they ask him to do in America. Let him do America. And Canadian Prime Minister, you're going to have to be the voice for the less fortunate and the voiceless on the world stage. Thanks for that beautiful speech, all right? Let America keep killing off their citizens and call them terrorists. We know for a fact that America don't kill terrorists. America try to save terrorists' life where it's possible and interrogate them. The last thing America do is kill terrorists because America need to assess and evaluate and see where the threat is coming from. Yeah, because remember, them say bringing Bin Laden dead or alive, but then ultimately, them would have rather bringing me in alive. But they are killing off the citizen in the street and calling them a terrorist. America have bigger problem. Stand with your Prime Minister, Canada. And if you ask me for the first time, we can't tell a lie. We are going to run left. We're do more than 15 minutes on this page. Because if two people get 2 likes, I'll start doing more live on this platform. You know. I show me up on TikTok regularly. I'll start doing more live on this platform. YouTube is a great platform. We have to do more live on this platform. But if you just join me, we just talk about the speech that the Canadian Prime Minister gave in Davos. It was a speech that the world has not had a speech like that since Barack Obama left office. A speech of hope, a speech of resilience, a speech of you need to take responsibility. You need to start look out for you. And it was a speech of more optimism, you know, not a pessimistic, but a more optimistic view, right? And standing up to the bully of America, standing up to the Americans who inflict Donald Trump on the world. That was a speech that Mark Carney gave. And apparently it has rattled Donald Trump. Let it rattle him. Let it rattle him. Everything will rattle that man because that man is impulsive. He's not in control of his emotions. Yes. Big up on the 7 ask me for the first time. And let the kill keep killing the citizens in the street and label the innocents as terrorists. They have a bigger problem. The Bible said, as you sow, so shall you reap. American voted out of 8. So you have to go live in a period of turmoil and hate and division. Because that's what they voted for. That's the beauty of the Bible. America is going to go through a period of unrest because that's what they voted for. That was what motivated them to vote for hate and division. And the beauty of the Bible, they are a Christian nation, they said, so they should know. The Bible says, as you sow, so shall you reap. And if you vote out of hate and anger and division, you have to go live in a hate, anger, and division. Unfortunately, you see where good people is paying the ultimate price. But that's just life. That's what they vote. That's what majority of America voted for. So them have to enjoy what them vote for. We see where John Rogan. We see where a lot of them now have buyer's remorse. A lot of them have buyer's remorse. Everybody will lose them life. Them blood the pound on. All of these right-wing pundits and it's like they can't even tell truth from lie and facts from friction. Every innocent person will lose them life for America. Them blood the pound on. The Joe Rogan or the whatever I name, the Joe Rogan and all of them that elevate Donald Trump and said, no, Donald Trump, the blood is on your hand, you. Tell me no have a big platform. But if you know Joe Rogan, tell him say innocent people blood is on the hand. The innocent people blood is on the hand. Them have to live with that. And if you know the Canadian Prime Minister, tell him say Top Farm boss is proud of him. Because I love a good speech and I listened to the speech like 3 times. The speech that he made in Davos. Take the sign down. Stop live a lie. That's what you want from a leader. You don't want somebody who is incoherent, or somebody who can't put 2 sentences together. The current American president cannot put 2 sentences together. I can't listen to Donald Trump. Me listen to Donald Trump, me get me sound like my brain cell are dead. Me not listen to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not qualified enough to speak to me. Me not care. Tell Donald Trump. Tell Stephen Miller to tell Donald Trump. Say, me can't listen to Donald Trump. Donald Trump can never say anything for me listen to him. Because he's just not intelligent enough. He can't lead me. The Bible says, blind can't lead blind. Me have to find the leaders who can lead me. Because the Bible tells me, say, if me make a blind man lead me and me blind, then the 2 of you are going to end up in a ditch. Donald Trump is as blind as a bat. Ill-prepared, illiterate, highly unqualified. Big up Mark Carney. You do the world proud. We are behind you, Canada. We are with you, Canada. Come what me, for the next 4 to 5 years, you're going to have to be the voice of the free world. Sometimes we step in our greatness, or sometimes greatness is thrust upon us. Canada is the nation that greatness is thrust upon them. And I know that you are more than capable. Don't listen to Donald Trump. Don't listen to Donald Trump and the bullies them. Don't listen to America and them voter. America vote for Donald Trump. Let they enjoy Donald Trump. He was democratically elected. So let America enjoy the president while we go and look to Canada to lead the world through these times. And if you ask me for the first time, check out www.topfarmware.com. Don't get it twisted. I'm out.